Marvel announces Avengers, Doomsday and Avengers, Secret Wars directed by the Russo Brothers. Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, has been retitled with a full tilt pivot. The next Avengers films will be Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, and they will both be directed by the Russo Brothers. Directors Joe and Anthony Russo are uniting with Marvel Studios once again to helm the next superhero team-up feature. On Saturday evening, they made their return official by taking the stage at San Diego Comic-Con's Hall H to thunderous applause. "When we directed Avengers: Endgame, we really believed it was the end for us in the Marvel Cinematic Universe," said Joe Russo to the crowd. "That 4-movie run was incredible, and it left us creatively spent. However, in the time since, the duo found a very special story that convinced them to come back. In fact, it's the biggest story that Marvel Comics ever told. It's the reason that Anthony and I are standing up here. And that film is Avengers: Secret Wars. But to build towards the epic battle that is Secret Wars, the story would need the kind of very important character that is required to do Secret Wars justice. So, enter Doomsday, to be played by Robert Downey Jr., the man who helped put the MCU on the map with his devilish turn as Iron Man/Tony Stark. The first film is titled Avengers Doomsday and will premiere in May 2026 with Avengers Secret Wars following in May 2027. The Russo brothers step in for Destin Daniel Cretton, who left the movie in November 2023 to focus on other Marvel projects on his docket, including a prospective sequel to his 2021 film, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Michael Waldron, who created Marvel's Disney Plus series, Loki, is writing the script to this Avengers film and the follow-up, Avengers Secret Wars, which is intended to be the Endgame style conclusion to what studio chief Kevin Feige dubbed the multiverse saga in 2022. The Russo brothers are far from strangers to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They previously directed the two most recent Avengers movies, Infinity War and Endgame, and two Captain America movies, The Winter Soldier and Civil War. After making the Avengers movies, which both earned more than $2 billion at the box office, the Russos left Marvel to direct Cherry, a gritty crime drama that starred Tom Holland, Netflix's The Gray Man, an action thriller with Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans, and the streamer's upcoming film, The Electric State. Many observers felt the decision to retitle The Kang Dynasty was inevitable after Jonathan Majors, the actor who'd been playing the titular Marvel supervillain Kang for 2 years, was convicted in December of misdemeanor assault and harassment of his now ex-girlfriend. The studio parted ways with the actor less than 2 hours after the verdict was announced, capping nearly a year of uncertainty about Majors' future with Marvel following his arrest in March. But the studio has remained quiet about whether losing Majors also meant saying goodbye to the character of Kang. There is precedent for Marvel recasting a high-profile role. Don Cheadle replaced Terrence Howard as James Rhodey Rhodes in Iron Man 2, and Mark Ruffalo replaced Edward Norton as Bruce Banner in The Avengers. But that was after the original actor had only played the role once. Majors portrayed Kang several times, including on the first and second seasons of Loki, and as the main villain in 2023's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. In the mid-credits scene of that movie, Majors even appears as an army of Kang variants. Taking over all of those performances would be a tall order for any new actor. More importantly, audiences haven't exactly embraced Kang as a character, or the multiverse as a storytelling engine, in the same way that Thanos and the Infinity Saga served as sturdy narrative spines in the 2010s. The Season 2 finale of Loki tied off Kang's storyline so that Marvel could move on without unduly disrupting their wider plans for the multiverse saga. With this new title, that appears to be exactly what the studio is doing.